Hey, work hockey's way. I'm Chloe Brown.
Hello, I'm Isaac Mernick.
Hey, I'm Jacob Bagley.
Hi, I'm Johnny Hyman.
Hi, I'm Ryan Malone. So, the idea behind the app and the problem that we're trying to solve is that campus layout is pretty terrible because Columbia is a pretty decently sized city and our campus doesn't have one centralized location. A lot of people have a hard time navigating it. For example, when we were all first year students on campus here, navigating to Swearingen, 300 Main, Horizon Parking Garage, and other buildings that weren't necessarily on central campus were kind of difficult to find. For new students, this can be especially confusing since they've never been here before and may not know their way around. And they have to try and find out where different things are, either by using paper maps that the school provides, trying to look it up online, or even going as far as asking other people, which is what I did my freshman year when I couldn't find anything. So the main goal of the app is to fix all that and provide easy access to different locations all around campus, including dining halls, residence halls, offices, and classrooms, through an easy-to-use map and search interface.
So as far as our tech stack that we ended up using, we ended up with React Native, Expo, Firebase, and JavaScript. We chose React Native because it has great portability in between different operating systems, and plus it has a bunch of community-made libraries that we could integrate within our app easily. And plus, a couple of us already had some experience with web development and React, so the skills between the two are easily transferable. Expo provided easy deployment and building, and it had amazing compatibility with JavaScript. And so for our database, we use Firebase, which has convenient methods for user authentication and has an easy-to-use database for fetching and posting data. So as for how they all fit, React Native allows for easy development that can be tested on both an emulator and a physical device using Expo Go. And within all of our code, all of our personal information, including user logins and data, are stored using Firebase authentication and the Firestore database. And once we're all ready to create a build for an app, we use EAS build to ship it off to Expo to create an easy production build.
So when you first open our app, you're going to be met with the map screen. The map is available whether you're logged in or not, but for demonstration purposes, to unlock all of the features that we've built into this app, we're going to log in first. So if you tap the profile icon in the top right, you'll be brought to the login page, where if you already have an account, you can sign in. If for some reason you forget your password or can't remember it, you can always click the forgot password page, enter in your email, and if an account with that email is found, you'll get an email to reset your password. For this demonstration, we're going to create a brand new account since most of you are new users. Navigate to the register page and you can enter in your email, you can enter your password, and then it will ask you one more time to confirm your password just to make sure that it matches and you didn't accidentally make a typo. There are different password requirements for it that will pop up if they don't meet it, and if there are any errors, that will pop up as well. Upon registration, it'll alert you that your account was created and you will be brought back to the map page where you can begin using the app.
By default, the only pins shown are for colleges and schools. But if you go up here, there's a button for filtering pins. When you open it, you can see that the locations have been sorted into multiple different categories. For example, if you were to unclick arts and athletics here, you can now see all the locations related to the arts and athletics at the school. There's also a button which can hide and show all categories, like this. As you can see, there are many locations on campus, which is also the reason why we had to make this app in the first place. So let's just hide them all and only show colleges and schools again. Next is the hazards.
So this is the traffic button. It pulls recent data from Google to show all the traffic in your area. So if Jacob wanted to go to the Horizon building and see how much traffic there is, then he would be able to know that a certain street is busy and not to go that way. We also have the route history. So every time you start navigation, you will have it appear in the route history. Right now it's blank because we haven't done anything, but we can showcase that again later. So here we are able to start the nav. All we have to do is click a marker and some new buttons will pop up. We are also able to change our mode of travel. So if you're going to be driving to, say, parking garage, or you're going to bike to class, you'll be able to change, and we will see how that will update our route history later. But we can start nav from our current position. It may take some time depending on how far away you are, but it will show all the steps to get there. We are also able to set our new location to one of these markers. And when we do that, you will see that it appropriately affects our distance, duration, and all the steps. We can also reset, and that will go back to our original start position, which again might take a while. But you will see in our route history, it has affected which markers we visited, and we are able to delete one by one, or we can clear all of them. And it shows the most recent at the top, so we are able to also just clear all.
This next button is the Custom Pins button. By clicking it, you can add a custom pin anywhere on the map. For example, say we want to add one here. Now you have your own custom pin on the map. By clicking on the custom pin, you can also edit it in order to show a different name. Like say we just want it to be school pin, and we want the description to be, this is a pin that shows where I need to go at school. With that, the changes are reflected on the map when hovering over the location, as you can see here. And like any other pin, you can still favorite it and set a navigation to the location. Additionally, once you think you no longer need that custom pin, you can always delete it. It'll give you a confirmation message to make sure you want to delete it, and then you can confirm. The next feature on the map is the search button. Say you don't know where a location is, but there's too many map pins currently shown for you to be able to find it easily. Say we want to find the Molinaroli College. By using the search, it narrows it down to only include pins whose names include the search arguments. The search also includes locations which aren't currently shown by the filters. Since the current filters are just including the colleges and schools, let's look up, say, the Williams-Brice Stadium. As you can see, it'll show pins that aren't even shown, like the Williams-Brice Stadium, which would be included in athletics.
The next feature that we wanted to implement was a directory screen. As we were building the app, we realized that one useful feature that a lot of students would want is the ability to look up their professors and other university staff to get quick information about them, including office hour availability, contact information, and so much more. So you can navigate over to the directory page using the tabs at the bottom, and you're met with a bunch of names. There are many professors and staff here at University of South Carolina, so the first time loading into this, it might take a little bit to load, about 10 to 15 seconds, just as it's pulling in all of the professor information and formatting it. On the screen, you'll see a list of all of the names, a search bar at the top, as well as an alphabet bar to the right. This makes it really easy to navigate through the thousands of staff and professors at the university. Say Jacob wanted to search for his professor, Portia. He could go up to the top search bar and search her name. And there she is. If he wants to get more information about her, he can click on the name and it brings you to the professor information page. On this page, you'll see their name, their title, a picture of them so you know what they look like, as well as some quick information like their office status and affiliation. During office hours, office status automatically changes to green to indicate that they're available, and unavailable changes to available. Vice versa happens when you're not currently in office hours. Below that, you'll see some office information, such as their room number and their address, and you can quickly press Navigate to Office, which I'll show in just a minute, and it will bring up their office on the map. Below that is their office hours, and right below that is their website, and phone number and email that you can quickly click on to get in contact with them. If you want to navigate to their office, all you have to do is press the Navigate to Office button, and now Jacob will know exactly where to find Portia during her office hours. Back on the directory screen, you'll also notice that there will be an alphabet bar on the right side. If you don't know the spelling of your professor's name, but you know what their last name starts with, like Portia, you can quickly click on the letter and it will bring you to that section of the list. From there, you can search through the names in alphabetical order until you find the professor that you're looking for. So, Portia will be at the very end of this, right here, where L's are. And once again, you can click on the name and go back to their information.
So, right next to the directory screen, you will find the schedule screen, where you'll find a list that details all the info about your current courses. Each course will come with the course number, the course section, the course name, the course professors, and the times that that course meets. So let's say Ryan had just registered for the app and he wanted to add some of his courses. So once you're logged in, on the bottom right, a button will appear to add classes. So let's tap it. Once you're here, this will bring you to the course search forum where you can specify which courses in particular that you'd like to search for. So let's say I wanted to search for CSCE 145 classes in the spring of 2025. So we'll put all that in and search for the classes. And once you submit your search query, you're going to be returned a list of courses that match your criteria. So you just need to scroll up and down, and let's say I wanted to add this very first one. I'll click the add button, and you'll have a confirmation down at the bottom that says it's successfully added. If you want to add more courses once you've added the ones here that you want, you can hit the back button once to return back to the form, or you can just tap back to the schedule button on the bottom to bring back to the main schedule screen. If you ever want to view more info about a course, then you can tap on the info button for each course, and this will bring you to the course info page. If you ever want to view more information about a professor assigned to the course, then you can tap the professor name right here, and it'll bring you to the professor info page. Let's go back to the course page. So all the courses that have been added to your schedule have an option to toggle notifications. So for each course that you have notifications toggled on for, you'll receive a notification on your phone 30 minutes before the course starts. But since we're using the emulator to showcase our app, the notifications aren't supported here, but don't worry, on your physical phone, they'll work just fine. And once you're done with the course or need to delete from your schedule, all you need to do is tap the delete icon to delete from your schedule. And just like adding course confirmation, when you delete a course will be displayed on the bottom. But this isn't quite all that the schedule screen offers. On the bottom, you can choose to switch to a calendar view of your schedule, which details a monthly view of your agenda. You can tap any day on the calendar to view your plan for that day. So gray dots for each day represent the courses that will be held that day, while garnet dots represent the assignments due that day. But right now we don't have any garnet dots, so how do we actually add the assignments to our calendar view? Luckily, we have an easy way of doing this. If you go over to the settings page, the very last option will allow you to input a schedule link via your Blackboard calendar. So all you need to do is within Blackboard, log in and go to the calendar screen. And on the top right, you'll find a gear icon, which will open up a checkbox list of all your courses that you can choose to display on your calendar. Once you've chosen the courses whose assignments you'd like to display on your calendar, simply copy the link generated by Blackboard into the settings page under the option Blackboard link right here. And don't worry, if you ever forget how to do all this, there's an info button right here that will tell you everything that I just said to remind you. Once you've pasted the link in, hit save. Once the button's gone, you can go back to the schedule screen. And there you go. You have all of your garnet dots that represent all of the assignments for each day.
Moving over to our settings page, we have a variety of settings you can use to customize your experience. As Johnny mentioned earlier, you can paste a Blackboard link in here that will link all of your assignments to your schedule page. You can also enable dark mode, which I personally prefer. It's a little easier on the eyes. You can also toggle notifications if you're taking the day off. That'll globally disable them. Under My Account, you can view all the information that we have stored about you. Edit your account information. It'll ask you to put in your password. When you hit Authenticate, you can change your email and your password. Under your favorite locations, you're able to see all the locations that you have favorited, which you do by a star in the Maps page. And if you click on it, you can then begin your navigation. You can also go to Privacy and Security and toggle your location services, delete your data, and you can also delete your account. It'll ask you to authenticate, and once you press delete, all information about your account is deleted. We'll go back over to my favorite locations, and as you can see, it deleted all of them.
Across our entire app, everything is stored in Firestore database so that users can quickly and easily switch devices at any time. That means all of their favorite locations, their coursework, their schedule, and their Blackboard link will be securely stored in our Firestore database, and at any point in time, if they need a new phone or they switch devices, they can access the same exact data very easily simply by logging in. We hope you guys all enjoy the app. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.